Next thing is the bottom of the tranny needs to be covered up. That'd be this side. Big hole. So this one has a removable baffle plate that goes in here. You can see the vibration indent wear in this thing at 60,000 miles. It's actually eating away on the cover because of the metal that's in there. This just eats away on it. It's got two springs here to hold it down, so it's not supposed to be vibrating in here, but obviously it has to be if it's got wear like that. I'm going to pop down a little lower that time. It's back in its spot. Need a gasket. Where's my gasket at? Oh, there it is. Over here. Gasket. One new gasket. Undamaged. Make sure it matches up. It appears to fit correctly. It lines up like it's supposed to. Good deal. That is always a plus. I'm thinking there's something goes in that hole. Probably some kind of a dipstick would be my guess. Yeah, be my guess. So it looks like this is the back of the pan by how the pattern here changes. You get your feed holes over here, or drain holes, wherever these are over here. So somebody broke that ear off. Who did that? Appears to go like this. A lot of spring tension on that. Yeah. Put a 1/2 inch of spring compression on there for tension. Yep. Like that. A lot of tension on that thing. Surprised it's got that much on it. Appears to be not quite enough. Alright. I got a bunch of these short screws here. I assume these are the correct ones. Make sure the gasket lines up. Where's my wrench at? Okay, those two are in. Okay, light tension on that. Appears to be correct on this side. We'll go on the bottom and put the two down here. There we go. It's good to see it better. Okay, let's see if we can compress it all the way down without a problem. We appear to have a problem here. It's not going in all the way. So that means something is shifted. And all the way on that side. Something's sitting right here keeping me from going all the way down. So something obviously dropped down, causing a problem. Let's see, I had a flashlight once around here. So I got a filler spout sticks to right here. Let's put a screwdriver there and move that up and down a little bit, see if I can find the problem. something that needs to be moved a little bit. Still a problem. Oh no. Something is obviously not happy with me. It appears to be in the right spot, and I can see. It is a win. There it is. Push down there first, it goes in all the way. So I'm not sure what is not happy with me, but there's something down there is not happy with me. Okay, go until I just touch the edge of the pan. That screw ain't happy with me. Figures. These go down no problem up here. Gap fills up nice and even. That screw right down here is not happy with me, so you're not supposed to squeak like that. So this has a lot of stuff on that screw, so we'll grab one that doesn't have a lot of stuff on there and see if that makes a difference. If that don't work, we'll put a little bit of lube on it. It should be fine. Okay. Squeeze it in by hand, no problem. Squeaky screw, but not as bad. Appears to be in all the way, no problem. Okay. I have no idea what it was hitting on down there, but obviously you need to push on the front side first. Something has to engage down there that you can't see. Okay, so they're close, but they're not tight because I got to put all the screws in before I tighten anything. That is one trick you definitely learn how to do. So this was that squeaky screw. It's definitely got some stuff on it. Oil pan screws, the short ones. Make sure you get all the same length screws. That one's dirty, it'll go right in. Just because it's dirty doesn't mean it doesn't just go right in. If you have to force them too much, put a little bit of CRC on there, or oil, and it'll lubricate it. Shouldn't be a problem then. Another tight one. Okay, we're running out of screws here. Need two more, I think. Two more the same length. One dirty, one clean. Alright, make sure they're all in. Appear to be all in there. So I just start torquing in the middle and work my way out. Go until you touch. That screw's tight going in there, so it's not real tight. See how tight it is? That's tight. Do something about that. Give you a false torque. I'm gonna try a little oil on there. Now you gotta be careful. Somebody put a bunch of silicone in the hole or dirt or something else in there. If you have stuff in front of the bulb and you're tightening up like that, and hydraulics, because it bottoms out, it pushes out the whole thing and blows the side of the cover apart with the tranny. Not the cover, the tranny. So I know the holes are clean because we blew them all out, but just put a little bit of dab oil in there and that should free things up a little bit. Look at the difference. It's right in like it's supposed to. Okay, I'm going to drop down and do the next one. That's fine. This one we already did, I think. Nope, did now. Get the next one. Did that one. Continue the circle. Okay, then you do the center up here. That way everything's going outward no matter what you're doing. You're either coming out this way or that way. If you tighten the four corners first and then go to do the center, it's like this. You're trying to push it down, it's hard. So you start in the center and then work each corner down so it's just flatter. If that makes sense to anybody. Probably makes absolutely no sense at all to do that, but you know, that's how I do it. When you work on the heads, it matters. Car heads. That's why they have torque patterns you use. Harley has their pattern too. Okay, now I go ahead and give it the real torque. It's tight. 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 That one's tight. Corner tight. Quarter tight again. This one I missed. It was loose. Somebody didn't follow the torque pattern. Who did that? Probably got interrupted when I was doing the video. Okay, they're all tight. So if you want to double check to make sure. So I'll find any more loose ones. Yeah, they're all tight. Appear to be all tight there, sir. Yep. No loose ones. Yep. Yep. I think I got them all. They all appear to be tight. Okay. All tight. And the last thing you do is do an eyeball check. And make sure the damn gasket's all the way down and not bound up on something. Just for the hell of it. Give it a quick run through. Yeah, looks good. Tranny still turns also. I like that. That's a good sign. That is always a good sign when the tranny still works. Okay, now we don't need this because it's sitting on a nice flat surface now. Okay. So that's tranny ready to go into the bike. I don't know if the filler is going to be a problem, so I'll leave it out. We know this has to be off, so I can put the clutch cable on it. This is on and tight, so I can't coil in it. So I don't know if there's access above here or not. It's in the bike. The speed sensor goes in this hole, which we're going to leave out. Obviously, is a wire. Got half of that. And the only thing I got loose on this tranny is a shift lever, because I got to make sure the linkage is in the right spot. I'm pretty sure that's where it goes, but it might be one off. Who knows? And all that's ready to go on, so you just put the primary on, the clutch on it, and move it on out. So there you go. We're already assembled tranny waiting to go together. So there you go. That's what they look like.